Hey everyone, it's Bradley and Jackie back with a Purposeful Pop Life. How are you today?
Good. I am wonderful. Yeah. Watch some good movies, watch some good series.
I'm really good, actually. It's sunny outside. It's a beautiful fall day. I had my friend Ken over today. He bought some cards for me, so it was really fun to talk to him for like an hour. So I've had like a really fun day so far, and I watched 3 good shows this morning.
You mean 3
episodes?
Yeah. Yep. So we are reviewing A Million Little Things today. It's a new series on Hulu, and I really enjoyed it. I only got to watch the first episode, which is basically the pilot, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's about friendship and about how friendships, even though they are authentic at times, we don't want to burden our friends, and we don't always reach out to them when we need them most. I felt like was the message. But anyway, I really like this one because it was from the men's point of view, and the women are kind of in the background for this series.
Well, and so the hook up front, and it's not a spoiler, because if you're going to watch...
You can tell them.
So the hook up front is that there's 4 guys, and in the beginning of the show, one of the guys commits suicide.
Immediately.
So it's like the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
And that becomes this hook where all the stories are built off of that particular event, and you learn about each character and how they're responding to that event. And I actually thought the writing was really well done. It's a co-ed cast, and I think they all integrated very well. They laid out a lot of the Easter eggs of what will come forward.
Yes.
But what I really liked about it is the way they handled suicide, the way they handled mental health, and just speaking from my own experience, they handled it as if they knew what they were doing. It's not Hollywood. They really addressed the core issues and questions, and it was really well done. I think the last time I saw an episode where they handled this really well was a Last Man Standing. They handled an AA meeting correctly versus the Hollywood way. And this is the same way with mental health and suicide. They did a nice job with it. Last week, if you remember, I watched On the Verge. And that was 4 women.
Which is kind of the female
Netflix
version of this, but it's like I said, it was...
Well, the difference is those were all self-induced issues. Not that these aren't self-induced in some respects, but it's just the way they talk about it is much more nuanced and mature. And actually, I thought it was really good. I watched 3 episodes this morning of it. Actually, I just kept going because it was actually quite interesting.
Because it was there.
Yeah.
And we also want to address, like, we have been getting a little bit more attention now with this, what we call a vlog.
We're getting feedback.
We're getting some feedback, and most of it is positive. But
Thank you.
One was not. It was on our YouTube channel. And basically the woman didn't address you in any way, but of course this is what women do to each other, and this is what I was trying to tell you in our last review, is women gang up on each other and they pick on each other, and this woman was doing that to me because she didn't agree with what I said about Hollywood and Jessica Chastain in the new series she's in, Scenes from a Marriage. And I just want to address that woman, Maria D. You know who you are. I think what you did is the antithesis of the message you were trying to give me, and that women should not only stand up for each other, but for ourselves.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like Jessica Chastain was doing that in that movie. And you also asked me if I even know what's going on in the world and if I'm in a religious cult. You're just a ridiculous person. No, of course I'm not in a religious cult, but I'm wondering if you know what's going on in the world, because here we have women complaining that they're pregnant, and I'm just wondering, do you know what's going on in China, where women aren't even allowed to have more than one child, and if they have a child out of wedlock, they're not offered medical care? Do you know that there are female migrants coming over from South America and are being sexually assaulted on their way over? Do you know that? But yet we're worried about Jessica Chastain, a millionaire who is playing a woman who's very selfish, in my opinion. I'm just wondering, do you know what's going on in Afghanistan with women? That anytime that they leave their workplace, they are being flogged or being disrespected. So those are my questions to you, Maria D. And I did erase your comments from our YouTube because I thought it was inappropriate, and I don't think you should call any woman disgusting. I think women should stand together. So that's my message for you today. And if you want something a little bit lighter, Maria, I would go with Kamealoha, Doogie.
What was that?
It's a new series on Disney. And it's light, and it's about women who want to reach out to other women and help each other, and female relationships.
Yeah.
And it has a positive spin to it.
Good. And I think the big thing is, look, there's a lot of variety in life, and we are sharing an opinion of things that we like and don't care for, per se. That doesn't mean those other things are wrong or bad. It's just not for us, and vice versa. And we respect if you've got different opinions than we do. That's fine. But there's no need to throw hate mail and bombs around and say ridiculous things.
No, and threats and stuff like that.
It's not necessary.
Not worth your time. And
No.
It doesn't make you look
Not with
very
our
good.
time. We just laughed it off anyway. So.
No. Yeah, and we're reviewers, and people are not always going to agree with what we say.
No.
We don't want you to. But if you're going to give feedback, give it in a positive way.
Yeah.
All right?
So,
Because
cool.
that's what our blog is all about. Vlog.
Vlog.
We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.